This is a visualization of one of our data lakes. This particular data set is search demand rolled up at the country level of detail. The search demand data is what travelers type into various search boxes on OTAs and metasearch platforms, for example. We ingest this data with around a 26-second latency, which is near real time. We then debot the data for use in this type of analysis of traveler demand. This particular screen is a week-over-week analysis of the data displaying the top 10 countries by volume, positive percent change, otherwise known as green shoots, and negative percent change, otherwise known as witherings. Let's dive into some of the more interesting insights of the data for this time period. The UK government recently announced another series of travel restrictions to Portugal and Greece. This seems to have had a larger impact on travel to Portugal, with a week-over-week decline of search volume of 44% in a high-volume market. Portugal had been trending with strong week-over-week growth in search volume prior to the announcement. Travel from the UK to Greece is also showing some negative effect with a 12% week-over-week decline on significant volumes. UK search volume to Ghana, which is up 74% week-on-week on light volume, indicates some UK would-be beachgoers are shopping elsewhere for their sunny and sandy holidays. And this is important here, so marketing people take note. If you view the list of top percentage movers, you can see that an abnormally high number of beachy destinations received significant percentage increase in search traffic. While the Pakistani community in the UK is showing an 11% increase in search traffic on a week-on-week basis, the redistribution of stranded travelers and friends and family effect from COVID travel restrictions is likely still occurring since the mid-August lift of said travel restrictions from the Pakistani government. As you can see by this graph, which is a year-over-year comparison at the weekly level, the pent-up demand was flashing well before the travel restriction had eased for this market. Meanwhile, the Russian government eased restrictions earlier this month into the UAE, Egypt, and the Maldives, with all three landing on our top 10 lists of green shoots for the week. The Maldives, and I'm seeing a trend here, beaches, receiving the largest percentage gain of 190%, and the UAE receiving the largest volume change with over 104,000 additional searches week on week. Finally, on to APAC and the Americas. Viewing Australasia and Asia grouped together as destination with origination set for the rest of the world, excluding domestic travel for the group of countries in the Australasia zones, you can see that week-on-week search performance is flat. There are some week-over-week green shoots by percentage that have been displayed from the previous visualizations. However, the volume is still 80 to 90% off a year-over-year analysis. Taking a look into the Japanese markets, you can see that as Japan is looking to reopen certain corridors to a limited type of travel, the data indicates that pent-up demand is sitting around some of these markets. Similar to UK to Pakistan, search is sending an early signal that Japanese consumers are looking to move once deemed available and/or safe by the government. Looking at the Japan to UAE market, you can see where search volumes briefly crossed 2019 volumes week ending 8/1 of 2020, before falling off and creating a technical head and shoulders chart pattern. Australia has been primarily down across all markets by an 80 to 90% decline year over year, with an exception in the Australia to UAE market, which is showing some early signs of a demand uptick. Hong Kong to Germany has displayed relatively strong search volumes as of late, even though it is down 5% week over week. Viewing North American countries as origination, excluding Mexico, and destination countries set at Mexico, Latin America, and the Caribbean, you can see week-on-week search volumes are on the rise as Northerners are once again seeking some sun and sand. For the domestic U.S. market, the Thanksgiving holiday is just around the corner, and early indications don't look particularly promising. The one thing that could be said is that apparently a few people want out of Sacramento and away from the smoke. This visualization is a year-on-year analysis of the holiday travel period around the Thanksgiving holiday as compared to this time last year. To be fair, leisure consumer behavior has changed a bit since airlines have dropped price fencing in regard to AP metrics, as displayed by this normalized visualization of domestic U.S. ticket sales by AP purchase window days, so there is still some hope for the holiday travel period as we near the 21-day AP window mark. We shall see.